Hey, all you bat lovers out there, this is Mark with Arizona Animal Experts. It's not often that I'm able to get this close to bats. There's almost a perfect dozen here. There's 11 bats here that are in a little soffit area that's in a porch in a community just south of Tucson, Arizona here. And I thought I'd show this video because for the past 3 months, most people in the United States and in South America have been worried about the Zika virus. The cool thing about bats is that they can eat up to 1,100 mosquitoes in an hour. Now think about that, 1,100 mosquitoes in an hour. If they feed for 3 to 4 hours, which they do, they can eat up to about 5,000. And that's almost consuming their full body weight. That would be cool if I could do that. It would be like me eating about 4,000 quarter pounders or Big Macs, which I would actually just love to do. Put on about 30 sides of fries and a couple milkshakes from Reed's, and I'd be doing just fine. But anyways, with bats, as our job, most of you know, we're urban wildlife control specialists. We trap or remove wildlife, but a good part of our job that we do is conservation. There's many times people call us up and want to have certain animals removed, such as like bats and bobcats. And quite often what we'll do is we'll screen these calls because they don't need to be moved. We usually let people know that sometimes having wildlife on their property is more important than having them removed, such as bats, because of how they can control the pest population of bugs and insects and that. The thing with bats is that most people have a phobia about them. They worry about them getting into your hair, and the thing is, that's been a myth that's been going on for centuries. The thing is that the animal that actually can get into your hair is what they call a screech owl. It's not much bigger than some of your larger bats. They're about 8 to 10 inches tall. And when you're out at nighttime walking around in total darkness or just in an area that's dimly lit, if you get too close to the nest of a screech owl, it's going to come down with its tail ends wide open and they'll scratch your head, cut your head if possible. By the time you turn around and look, see what it is, you're just going to see a silhouette of this bat flying away, which is actually a screech owl. The other thing to worry about is rabies. When people think of rabies, they think of skunks, they think of bats, they think of raccoons, and they think of foxes. And the thing is, 3 out of those 4 animals will come after you if they're rabid. They're in the 3rd stage of the virus, and that's what they call the furious stage. That's when they go mad because the disease takes over their mind. They get encephalitis and that, and they go crazy. Not so with bats, though. Usually when bats are in the 3rd stage, they usually just drop to the ground. So in order for you to get exposure for them, you would actually have to pick them up. The exposure is the saliva of the infected animal getting into the victim's bloodstream. And it can happen because they lick their body just like a cat will. They preen their body. So if you got cuts on your finger and that bat just was cleaning itself with the saliva can get right into an open cut. Okay? Oh, one more thing I wanted to tell you. They can live up to 30 years and they can get up to speeds of 60 miles an hour, which just amazes me because every time I see a bat flying, they're always in an erratic pattern going like 10, 15 miles an hour. Little did I know that they could fly as fast as a hawk. Hope you enjoyed the video. This is Mark with Arizona Animal Experts.